And welcome back to North of the Broad. We're going to learn about a program with friends of the Beaufort Library called Books Sandwiched In. We have Annette Baker, and she is a board member of Friends of the Beaufort Library. And then we have co-chair of Books Sandwiched In, and her name is Janet McCauley. So Janet, Annette, it's nice to meet you. I'm really excited to learn more about this 38th year of Books Sandwiched In. Well, I guess start with you. What is the concept? What happens? And it's on Mondays, right? For 7 weeks?
That's correct. And thank you so much for having us. We're delighted to be here. The Friends of the Library supports literacy-related programs at all 4 of the libraries north of the Broad. So, downtown Scott Street, Libico, St. Helena, and our new Port Royal Library. Yes. So we're excited to do this. Book Sandwiched In is an outreach program that we do with the Friends of the Library sponsors so that we can give back to the community and our readers in the community. It's a free 7-week speaker series starting Monday, January 27th. And we engage civic leaders and professors and notable advocates to talk about books that inspire them. And the program is free due to the generosity of our sponsors.
Okay, wonderful. So let's go over some of those speakers. Do you want to share, Janet?
I am. I'm pretty excited this year. We're mixing up the format a bit. Mm-hmm. We will have 2 of the weeks will actually be an interviewer. And we kick off with Margaret Seidler, who wrote Painful Business. She comes to us from Charleston. She will be interviewed by Dr. Adams, the executive director of Penn Center, and there are 43 paintings in the gallery that accompany this. And so that's like a real partnership with USCB for us. And then we have Open Focus Brain with Jane Caffrey, and she has traveled internationally to train in neuroscience, stress management, and yoga. And our third one, which is really exciting, we have Jeffrey Blunt. He will be doing Black Boy, but he is an award-winning author. He was 34 years as a director of CBS News, or NBC News, and he's also a documentary writer, and he will be interviewed by Jonathan Hout, our wonderful executive director of the Pat Conroy Literary Center. And then we have a graduate of West Point, Pat Scully. He is a military career gentleman, and he'll be talking Teddy Roosevelt and Booker T. Right. And this is very unusual. Then February 24th, we have a bioclimatic architect, Elaine Adams, and she will be talking to us, The World Without Us, what the world would look like if we were not here. Wow. And I know it's very unusual, a bioclimatic architect, isn't it? Yes. And then March 3rd, Bruce Page, many know him as the owner of Beaufort Books, and he's a retired teacher and minister, and he will be presenting a play that is inspired by Shakespeare. And we wrap up the program with Dr. Lauren Hoffer, who is the head of the English department for USCB, and she'll be talking Books Promiscuously Read, and that is about how reading impacts our lives. So you can see a real mixed bag of different things and different formats. Yes.
Right. Now, how do you acquire all of these wonderful speakers? What is the planning process? Annette?
Well, we start at least 6 months in advance, and we work with a committee of our members and previous presenters, because a good presenter knows other good presenters. And we come up with a variety of speakers based on a variety of topics. Maybe history, civic involvement, the environment. You've heard some of the books mentioned already. And then the fun part is the speakers pick the book. Oh. So it's a book that's inspired them, motivated them. Maybe it was something from their youth, something from their career, or a hobby.
Very good. So again, this begins on the 27th of January. And where is it held?
USCB Auditorium, downtown Beaufort.
In the time?
Noon.
At noon. And is it for an hour or
for
1 hour?
For an hour.
And we finish with raffles.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always fun.
So we have 35 raffles and 3 grand prizes, and that is how we help to pay for the program. And to help other programs through the libraries, because libraries, they get operational funding, but not programmatic funding. So we contribute towards programmatic funding.
Thank you for your work with Friends of the Beaufort Library. Thank you so much, ladies. And books sandwiched in, because it's sandwiched in the middle of the day.
That's right.
It's your lunch. Your lunch sandwich.
And we give you, and refreshments.
And that's it for this edition of North of the Broad. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Great.